Okay guys, so basically just want to have a little bit more of a chat about this general situation here that I've got going on with my channel. So today was actually the first time I've ever actually showed you my own interface looking at it from my own channel's perspective. So about 5 minutes ago finished releasing the stainless steel 6.4 hot seat. Oh fuck, the Crusader set, Jesus Christ, the hot seats, just forget about that for now. Alright, so so if we go back here, I don't really care if you guys can see how much money I make. It's not very much. So this was at 48,012 when I started releasing videos. That was probably half hour to an hour ago, and then we'll have a look at that by the end of the video. Just watch it spiral down. Now that never happens. I mean, obviously there'll be a little bit of fluctuation, but generally speaking, every day it goes up. Like I could show you this shit. So just bear with me. So if we have a look at the lifetime of my channel, there are only really ever a few days, come on, hurry up, in which subscriber counts actually went down. And these days are usually, like this day here, that was vampire account spam day. So tomorrow, whenever the things come through, we'll have a nice... This is the worst day I've ever had in terms of subscribers counts. So it'll be like a minus 34, 35, depending on how many more people unsubscribe. Probably could even be minus 100. So it's a pretty bad number right there. Obviously, on average, people do unsubscribe quite a lot. So if everybody that ever subscribed never unsubscribed, I'd apparently have 63,000 subscribers. But obviously, everyone gets bored of a certain channel. I understand that, and at some point you'd be like, "Oh, fuck this guy," and quit. So this here is the Warhammer spike, and this might have actually contributed to why I was actually enjoying Warhammer for such a long time, because it wasn't the fact that I was enjoying the game, because you guys were saying how much I wasn't enjoying it. I was like playing it just because, oh, look at all these subscribers I was getting. And then when the stuff finally fucking died out, I'm like, well, I'm not getting any more subscribers now. Fuck this game. So yeah, I just thought I'd try and be open to you guys about how my feelings are in regard to this. So that doesn't, I think that might be slowing down a bit. But at the end of the day, the amount of subscribers I have is not really that important, because this number here is largely based on these two here. I mean, I could have a fucking 10 million subscribers, but if they're all dead subscribers and they're just bored and not watching me, it doesn't mean anything. And so what I try and do as often as I can is, of the subscribers that I've got, try and engage with you guys as much as I can, because that leads to more views, which, if we have a look at this, okay, if we have a look at this, so 654,000 views. The thing is, you might think, well, that's a lot of views. If we go back a little bit, things have been going downhill quite a bit. So things are going downhill over the past few months. I can't go back more than a month without going lifetime. I just want to let you guys know just why I've done certain things the way I have, because of stagnation. So we see, over time, generally speaking, have up and down periods. This was around the time, I think, Total War Attila was released. I think this period here was where I was like playing Ark non-stop, and so naturally I wasn't releasing very many videos, so that made sense. And then of course I stopped playing Ark, and then things started going up again. Now you can see, if we take this off and maybe put it weekly, it'll look a bit more. You get more of an idea of the downward trend that... What the fuck is... Oh, it doesn't matter. The downward trend that I'm currently seeing at the moment. So what I've been trying to do is trying to fucking get that back up. Because this here... I mean, everyone wants to make more money. But, the harder I work, the more money I usually get. Problem is, though, I've reached a point where it seems like the harder I work, the less money I make. So, just trying to reverse course on that somehow. So yeah, obviously Warhammer came out there. That was really great for me right there. In fact, that amount of money that I made here will probably help me purchase a new computer come December. As I did say, that's something I want to do, because I could barely handle the current games anymore. On the higher graphic settings. Some people say get a new computer or get 60 frames per second. But I've already gone into detail why I can't really justify 60 frames per second, because for one thing, it's just I can't upload that fast. Like, I upload around the clock. And since I do campaigns, that's my MO. See, there we go, we're going down even further. You know, what are we going to do about it? I can't. The thing is, once I've released the video, I can't unrelease it. I mean, I could delete the video, but I can't take away the email that's been sent. So if I have a look at this one, I know for a fucking fact, I clicked. See, this one hasn't got it it's got it unticked. So I know I unticked it for all the other ones. It's just like, I don't know. This is random. Like, sometimes YouTube just does all this random shit. It's really frustrating. So, a lot of people have been suggesting stuff like, doing this campaign or that campaign or whatever. And what's really boggling my mind is that as much as, like, I actually really enjoy doing the stainless steel 6.4 hot seat. But if we were to have a look at actually, no, I won't look at that way. Let's go back. Okay, let's have a look at all the videos. This way we can have a look at all the views, so that you guys can understand what goes through my mind as to why I don't do things and why I do certain things. I mean, I took the piss out of the massive battle trend that was going on with some YouTubers, because the problem with that, well, not really a problem, but I guess to a degree it's somewhat jealousy. So taking the Rambler as an example, I like the Rambler, great guy and everything like that, but essentially these massive battles were just, it's just, there's nothing in it apart from, just lots of entities on the battlefield at any point in time. And these battles were getting like 200,000-300,000 views. And we're just, a lot of us in the community just sit there scratching our heads going, how the fuck did that happen? 2 or 3, it's not like, it's just playing the AI or something like that. Like, is that really what we need to be making? And a lot of people have been, going onto that trend. And I thought, I'll take the piss out of that trend. But, I didn't get 2 or 3 fucking 100,000 video views. 100,000 views out of those. So anyway, let's just go down to, like, what I really want to show you is what happened. So if you just take a quick note, basically, of all the views on these. So it's all around 3,000, 2,000, 3,000, 3,000, whatever. And it's all basically the same. Now, the reason why these ones here probably are less, because, we're looking back here, December 2005. My channel was getting, on average, less views back then. So, views accumulate over time. But as you can see, overall, every fucking video is exactly the same. As far as, it's worth to me. Now, just so you know, so if I took a video like this, 3,000 views, that is roughly $6, okay? It's not a lot, especially for an hour-long video. Okay, maybe this is, I don't know, there was a period of time a little while back where, YouTube was just not uploading the fucking thumbnails, and I was just like, fuck it, sort of thing. So you can see here, views are actually going up. This is where we're getting to the earliest of episodes. And then, of course, you find episode 1. Okay? So episode 1, and this happens on just about any series. Episode 1 is fucking 10 times better than the rest of the main straight of the series. Okay, so this one here, this episode here was worth $70 to me. Now that was released January 30, 2015. Now that was back when I had probably borderline like 11,000 subscribers. So that was a really huge number for going into that. And we'd have to go and have a look. Actually, no. That's not how we do that. Come on, hurry up. See, I'm uploading at the moment, so it like slows my internet down. But you have a look at the statistics of it. Episode 1 will continue to generate views over time. Obviously, the most amount of views happen in the first day, but generally speaking, episode 1s will continue. So on average, it's getting around 50 views a day. So that's like 10 cents, 10 cents a day or whatever. I'll keep getting from this for the rest of my life. It's basically my superannuation. But the thing is, the problem with a series like this is that when it runs into 124 episodes, which it did, that's a lot. That's like a lot of gigabytes I got to upload, and also it's not just about the gigabyte uploadage. It's also about I can't, as we've seen today, I cannot seem to release more than 2 or 3 episodes a day of anything without essentially losing subscribers. Oh, you fucking spamming videos, that kind of shit. And so I run into this problem where I am limited with how much I can upload. So now, if we have a look there, I've probably lost even more subscribers by now. Let's have a look. Oh, we're back up. Okay, maybe people are starting to forgive me. That's good. Maybe like, maybe it was a bit harsh on Legend. And yeah, just because I released was 125 episodes, it doesn't matter. So, you know, now taking into consideration this Seleucid campaign, so these are unreleased episodes. Also, guys, keep watch for this episode here. This is going to be an interesting one. A quick battle that I did. It doesn't matter. I had a look into my Seleucid Empire folder for Europa Barbarorum, and it's 194 episodes, and it got me thinking, like, Jesus Christ, what am I going to do with this bloody series? Like, if we have a look. The thing is, I have to make a balance between what you guys are going to enjoy and what's going to generate me a lot of views, and also what I'm going to enjoy. And sometimes the three things just do not overlap. So if we look at this one, you can see just getting, I wouldn't say that this is great amount of views for like its episode number. I mean, it's still in its fairly early stages right now. But, generally speaking, the first 10 episodes, that's fine. So if we have a look, episode 1, released March 7th. Holy crap, March 17th? It's already been going for that long? 27,000 views. If we have a look at the statistics on that, you'll see that it'll be very similar to the... shut up. Very similar to I guess not. Maybe over time it'll look more like a standard line. It's just obviously it hasn't been out as long as the... what the fuck is it called? Stainless Steel Crusader States campaign. So over time, and you can see here, it didn't really generate a whole lot of subscriptions either. 79, that's not too bad. Actually, that's pretty good, considering I didn't really have much faith in that anyway. But, and then of course we go to the other end of the spectrum. Rather than doing series that I thoroughly enjoy, like, to be honest, I enjoy Europa Barbarorum. It's a really good mod, but it fucking took me forever to finish it because it's such a slow pace. So if we were to go on the other end of the spectrum and we select something that was just complete fucking trash, like, just Warhammer stuff is in general just fucking trash, okay? So this, these are the last few episodes that I spanned, and this is where I was seeing that releasing lots of episodes in quick succession do not yield more views, okay? Now this was released August 26th, that was more than a month ago, okay? And you can see that people will just skim over. They just basically want to watch the most recent episode. Generally speaking, the final episode does a little bit better than the ones that came before it, after, episode 30. But if we go back far enough, you see, after about episode, 15, 16, you see the views start to drop off. People start getting bored. Probably usually around the time I start winning, which is usually pretty early in the campaign. So, obviously, 84,000 views, that's pretty damn good. That's definitely worth the amount of time I spent on the video. And if we have a look even further into it, looking at the statistics, obviously, it hasn't been out that long. But if we have a look at the statistics, oh shit, that's actually not that good. The problem is it was so high on that one day there. Yeah, that's actually not that good. We're not really receiving a whole lot of views per day on that, but that's okay. This, to be honest, of the Warhammer stuff that I did, I am least proud of the Vampire Counts campaign. I don't really enjoy, the kind of bullshitness of the Vampire Counts. So it's good to see. I did get a lot of comments, positive comments from this video here. A lot of people say, generally in support of what I did. So that's really great. That really helps. That, because when I started seeing the subscriber count just rapidly going down, like the thing is, getting lots of having lots of subscribers doesn't really mean anything, if they're not active. So I probably lost 40, 50 inactive subscribers, and that's fine. But at the same time, a lot of because I'm in competition constantly with the other YouTubers, and I have to stay relevant. That's important, because if I don't stay relevant, I don't get invited to events at Creative Assembly. So I have to stay, at the same sort of level that probably War of Sparta and Alex the Rambler are. That's generally where I have to stay as terms of subscribers, in order to keep getting invited to any events at all. Because if I don't get invited to these events, if I don't get the early access stuff, well then it makes the channel running very difficult. So I often have to do series that I don't enjoy in order to generate more subscribers, more views, in order so that I can justify then doing a series like this. But, this is the problem that I'm running into. It's just at some point we've got to end this, because I despite the fact that I hated the way I was playing it, I did actually enjoy that campaign. And now that we have finished this one finally, like in all honesty, I probably recorded the final episode of this October 10, 2015. Probably because I recorded up to like episode 80 and then just waited for a long time and then picked it back up a while after. We could probably do another Stainless Steel 6.4 campaign, once a few more series are running. Here's the thing, I don't know what everyone is thinking, and I can only gauge it based on the comments and based on the likes and dislikes that I get, which is why I say to people, if you don't like something, fucking dislike it. Even if you subscribe to me, it doesn't really matter. Seeing a lot of dislikes on something that I didn't ask for dislikes for, I can generally get an idea of what's working and what's not. With you guys communicating with me, now by communicating with me, I don't mean, you're a cunt or something like that. That's not communicating. That's totally worthless to me. I don't understand. Like, saying, whether you like something, whether you don't like something, why you don't like something, why you do like something, that is extremely helpful for me to judge what I can do. So yeah, so this video, the point of this one is really just to try and get as much information out to you as how I try to run my channel as a business, but also for my own enjoyment and for yours, because, I realize that, there's, it's going down again, 48,000 subscribers. Probably 50% of them don't watch my videos anymore, and everyone wants something different. That's the problem. And sometimes when I release, this is why I've got 3 channels now, because everyone wants something different, and I've often found that when I upload something that is not to that person's taste, even though I might be uploading 90% of the other stuff that is to their taste, they'll fucking dislike it or unsubscribe just because of the 10% of the stuff that they don't agree with or whatever, which is really irritating. So I try and separate my stuff so that, all of these idiots, no offense if you're one of these idiots, actually full offense, whatever, you guys know that I don't fucking pull punches most of the time. If you don't want to watch the vlog shit, even though it's not really a vlog channel, I really need to reassess what I'm doing with that one. If you don't want to watch that, that's why I don't subscribe to it. That's why I don't put any of that crap, any of those BuzzFeed shit here. That's why I don't put any of my Mountain Blade, any of my, Stellara stuff. I don't put it here because you guys don't necessarily want to watch that. And people who don't want to watch my Total War garbage, they'll go subscribe to the other channel. But so I don't know. I'm probably circling the drain here a little bit. Here we go, still losing subscribers. It's fucking fine. I guess I panicked a little bit when I first saw it, but I don't know. I'm just gonna have to get used to having a really bad mark next to my on my statistics analytics for the 11th of, well, actually 10th. It's borderline. It's midnight. Whatever. So yeah. Now, as for the future of me doing this shit again, I can't justify it. Like, the thing is, even though these subscribers that I probably lost were probably worthless, they probably didn't mean anything to me. But the thing is, this number in general, people like Creative Assembly, they'll look at that number over this number here. They'll go, oh, Legend of Total War has got 47,000 views. Comparing, for example, myself to Warrior Sparta. Okay. Warrior Sparta's got he's got nearly 60,000 subscribers, right? But however, my channel actually has like 40% more of channel views than his. But Creative Assembly wouldn't notice that. So in their eyes, Warrior Sparta would see as a bigger YouTuber than me, even though I get more views. This is before he stopped making videos. That's an example, I've always tried to focus on views more than subscribers, because I get that I piss people off all the time. People unsubscribe just because I'll say something nasty or racist. Not racist, but I will say racially insensitive things. I get that, and it's fine. So yeah, I just want to get that information out there so you guys can have an understanding as to why I don't accept your damn bloody requests all the time. Because the thing is, you might request something, hey, try this mod here. This mod looks really good. And I'll look at the campaign and I'll go, God damn it, it would take me fucking 100 episodes to finish this. And the first episode will be great, and then after that, spiraling downhill after episode 10, what's the point? And the thing is, you'll also see a lot of YouTubers, they'll after, say, 20, 30, no, 10 or 30 episodes or whatever, who knows, it varies between some of them, if they do campaigns, they'll just abruptly end it. And to be honest, that's the smart thing to do, because when they notice that the views are going down, people aren't watching it, fuck it, you guys aren't watching it, no, I'm not playing this campaign anymore. So if I was to have that attitude, I should technically cancel the Seleucid Empire campaign, even though I recorded fucking 194 episodes. I don't need to upload them, okay? Me uploading them is for you guys, it's not for me, because honestly, 3,000 or 4,000 views per episode, I don't need that. I would much rather start a new series and get fucking 30,000 views off the first episode over a period of time than that. Like, I've already played the campaign. I had my fun. I finished it. But you guys, if you're not watching it, what's the point? But that being said, at the same time, the people who watch every single episode, you guys are the most core of my fan base. You guys are the ones that are the VIPs. You guys are the ones that I need to please the most. What the fuck are you doing? Come back here. Piss off. I'm looking at this shit. Alright. So, at the same time, I got different subscribers, and like I said, you guys here, you guys who watch every single one of my episode, keep in mind that you guys are my VIPs, okay? I'll always prioritize what you guys want over anyone else, but that doesn't mean I can't do the shrill fucking garbage. Where is it? Oh, it's already on my second fucking page. So you can see I've got videos that are uploaded but not released yet. Or is it the ridiculous battles? Which performed reasonably well. I would have liked 300,000 views, but maybe I needed to put numbers in there. Like, maybe I should make a massive 100,000 fucking battle just for views. Just make one of those videos, lose 1,000 subscribers, or at least I get 200,000 or 300,000 views, which, it's about $600. That pays rent for the month, sort of. Oh, not for the month, for the fortnight. So, gotta make these judgment calls. So yeah, all right. We're already at 22 minutes in the video. That's unnecessary. Oh my god, Jesus Christ! The number's going down so fast. This is the fastest I've ever seen my subscriber count go down, apart from like YouTube corrections, where there was one day recently where it went down by over 1,000 in just an instant. But it wasn't even represented here in the analytics, because what they did is they just ripped them all out of the thing, because it was like just people who don't even have YouTube accounts anymore, or just never log into their YouTube account, something like that. They just wiped all their subscriber stuff. So anyway, I'll leave that with you. I'll upload this right now. I know I've already been spamming your inboxes, but I just want you guys to know where my head is at, and what the sort of the trials and tribulations that I have to fucking go through as a YouTuber, the sort of challenges that I have to come across. But generally speaking, campaigns are very hard to make a living off, just because, especially these long campaigns, because they're just, as much as I enjoy them, they just like, I run this campaign here at a loss, basically. This is why I did so many of those fucking Warhammer ones at first, because, if we have a look at the Dwarf one now as well, that one was probably I got so many views off that, because it was the first one I did. Obviously, I've uploaded a few more videos. So, I didn't do quite as well as the Vampire Accounts one, but that's fine. But, fair enough. The game, I was playing this game before the game was even released, so naturally people were going to watch it. And then, of course, when the game was released, people stopped watching it. So that being said, guys, I am really turned off from Warhammer right now, because if we have a look at like more recent stuff like Beastman. And I'm glad that this was a short campaign. This is why I didn't do the grand campaign as it, because I knew it was going to be shit. Views for Beastman. It's not too bad. I mean, that's not as good as the other stuff. But if a new campaign comes out for Warhammer, I'll definitely do it. And this is also a reason why I auto-resolve a lot of my battles, because it finishes up the campaign really quickly. Because at this point here, even though the most core of my fan base are watching at this point, this is where I tend to have the poorest performance, because I've just lost interest. Because this isn't a challenge campaign, even though I put a mod on to make it more challenging. It wasn't challenging at all, really. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'll leave that with you. Hopefully that can give you a bit more of an insight on the things that I have to go through. And we'll see if we can start improving the channel, start making a bit more entertaining content. And that being said, guys, in regard to the tournament, we've had nine battles already underway, so that's good. Hopefully, I'll start making some videos around Thursday on the replays that I've got sent in to me so far. But overall, hopefully this tournament proves to be useful. I don't think we'll do Warhammer next time. We'll definitely do something more like maybe Rome 2, because that's what people have more of, I think. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Anyway, I'll see you next time, fuckers.